Okay, hopefully I'll have a good take this time. Fourth take is a charm. Hello guys, Jeff I'm here to give you another video, and this video is special. I'm not going to be talking about Jeff and Taylor. I'm not going to be talking about myself. I'm going to be talking about a great TV show that's on air right now. I love it. Of course, some of you guys love it. I'm talking about that Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls, it is, in my opinion, it is the best cartoon show on right now. And that's saying a lot for me because I am a very picky guy. And, you know, I lost faith in cartoon shows, like back then. Like I remember in 2009, 2010, I thought cartoons were long gone forever. You know, the quality of cartoons. But yeah, Gravity Falls really changed my mind. I actually love it. It's my favorite show right now. So, I'm going to be talking about it. This whole video is going to be dedicated to it, and we're going to have fun. I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of weird stuff, fun stuff, crazy stuff. So, let's all have fun in this video, and I hope you enjoy. If you're a new person who has never seen any of my videos before, then I welcome you. My name is Jose F. Mojica, JFM for short. That's what my followers call me. And yeah, I welcome you, and I hope I get your attention. I hope you find this video fun and informing. So I'm just going to be talking about my I wouldn't say obsession, because I'm not totally obsessed with it, but my love for Gravity Falls. I want to talk about that. So just going to be talking about some stuff. How I came across it, why I like it, favorite characters, favorite episodes, some discussions about fan art, the best fan art, you know, favorite jokes, thoughts on controversial stuff, the fans, trolls, and the creator himself, Alex Hirsch. So, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be talking about some spoilers in this video. So I hope you won't get spoiled or anything, because I assume you're a Gravity Falls fan. If you haven't seen Gravity Falls, but you are interested, then I highly suggest you watch all the episodes and then come back here. I'll be waiting. This video will be up here, so there you have it. Okay, I think I have everything I need to say in the intro. I have my notes here, so yeah, makes things easier, because I'm not a very good speaker, so I have notes to help me. So, alright, let's start this off. First and foremost, how I came across it. It was a long-ass time ago. 3 years ago. So, I went on Facebook, in my old account, and I looked at a friend's timeline, and he posted a picture of one of the characters, and he said, guys, you gotta watch Gravity Falls. And I'm like, you know, thinking to myself, really? Isn't that a new show? I don't like new cartoon shows. I remember back then I saw a picture of Grunkle Stan at the time, and I thought to myself, hey, this guy looks like a Muppet, he's weird. So, I decided to ignore that show. So I didn't catch Gravity Falls when it first appeared. It was 3 years ago today, December 16th. 2012, when I saw that post from my friend, and I'm like, you know, he posted a picture of Wendy, and I'm like saying to myself, hey, she's a cute character, I might give this show a chance. So he convinced me. So the first clip I ever saw was on YouTube, The Time Traveler's Pig. It was the part when Dipper and Mabel went back in time to fix some stuff. When Dipper wanted to change things, change his fate, when he accidentally hit Wendy in the eye with that baseball. So he tried to fix that stuff. And I saw it. It was like, what, 9 minutes long? Yeah, so I got a real good taste of Gravity Falls, and I fell in love with it. I really did. It was awesome. And I was so into it. I mean, I convinced my girlfriend at the time to like it, and she did. I even showed it to her parents, and they liked it. So that goes to show you that this show is for kids and adults alike. So yeah, I've been a fan ever since. I mean, I remember after seeing that clip, I've been downloading full episodes from Daily Motion and all that. So okay, that's that's great. Those were some good times. Late 2012. The end of the world did not happen, but a revelation came when I watched Gravity Falls, and it inspired me to work on my stuff. See, I'm also a cartoonist and comic book writer. Yeah, I have a comic book called Jeff and Taylor comic series. It's on, it has its own website, jeffandtaylorcomic.com. So if you have the time, you can look at it, skim through it, and maybe you can follow it. I don't know. It's a really good comic, and I'm not just saying that because I'm the writer or anything, but really it is. Okay, I'm digressing here. So yeah, that's how I came across it, and I remembered I watched all the first 12 episodes then, and I was waiting excruciatingly. I was waiting so badly for the next episode, which was Boss Mabel, and that didn't come until February. Okay, so why I like it? Okay, I have many different things. 5 different things here. I listed it. It has a cute art style. I love the art style. It's very pleasing to the eye. It's very tasteful. It's all hand-drawn animation. None of that flash motion tween shite, that a lot of cartoons have nowadays. I mean, Johnny Test, that's shite. I hate that show. It looks terrible. The only show that looks good in Flash with the motion tweens and everything is Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends, because the art style fits it. It's like a storybook or something. With how the characters move, they're all rubbery and everything. It's like you're opening up a book, a pop-up book. Pop-up books. When you open it up, they will move a little. So it works with that, but not with Johnny Test. Not with other dumb shows. I'm talking about that Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls has hand-drawn animation, which is the best way to show animation. I mean, if I were to have a show, if Jeff and Taylor were to be animated, it has to be hand-drawn, I mean, the only thing that is not hand-drawn in Gravity Falls are the vehicles, like the cars and the boats and all that. Because, I guess it's easier for that, So yeah, I love the style. The characters look awesome. Okay, the characters themselves are awesome. This show has awesome character development. The characters change a little bit when the show progresses, and that actually shows you that these characters, the writers take good care of them. They're three-dimensional, as in their personalities. They're, they don't get stuck in this status quo or the stereotype. It is, it's just awesome. I'm saying a lot. Like I said, I'm very bad at public speaking or video speaking. So yeah, like I said, the characters change themselves depending on the situations, and that just shows you that this is more than a series. It's like a soap opera a little bit, like how there's continuity. I love it how there's plot and continuity in the show. The characters remember things that happened in the past. And the cleverness of the writing. Like this one time, I was amazed by the character Blendon Blandon that appeared in episode 9. We see him earlier in the background of the first few episodes. He's just hanging out, picking up some stuff, and in episode 9 we find out that he is a time traveler, and he was just picking up some anomalies that might threaten the future and everything. And when he explained that, and then when you see the earlier episodes, you see him there. Just hanging out, chilling in the background, just picking up some random stuff, and you're like amazed, wow. It just shows how much care and effort the writers put into this. I mean, Alex Hirsch, the creator, he writes most of the episodes, so that goes to show you that the creator is a genius. You know, I highly respect creators in their respective shows. Of course, creators can be kind of lame, like George Lucas. You know, George Lucas with the Star Wars. You know, I'm glad he's not working on it anymore because I don't know, he's just crazy. Okay, but anyway, back to Gravity Falls. Yeah, lots of care and effort. I like that. It really inspired me to take good care of my shows, comics, and yeah, it's like I said, it is inspiring, and it really helped me. All right, favorite characters. Well, I like Dipper and Mabel. You know, they're just awesome. They're siblings, they're twins, fraternal twins, but you know, they're not. When you think of siblings in a TV show, you think that they don't get along, but Dipper and Mabel, they get along, and a lot of people say that their relationship is cute, really cute, and I agree. Like what the creator Alex Hirsch says, you know, they can get on each other's nerves, but they like each other. They love each other, but, you know, that never changes. They never make fun of each other 24/7, you know. They like each other's company because they've been with each other throughout their whole entire lives. They're twins, you know. But out of the two, I would have to choose Mabel because she's just crazy and rambunctious, and I'm attracted to those kinds of people. I know Dipper, you know, he's I relate to him with the whole social awkwardness and, you know, habits. I mean, I don't sweat a lot, but yeah, I have his hat. It's funny. But yeah, I really like Mabel for her attitude and her view in life. I guess I'm attracted to those people in real life too. I mean, if I were to meet a girl around my age who acted just like Mabel, I would be attracted to her because I guess I'm attracted to girls who bounce off the walls. You know, I mean, I'm a laid back and mellow dude, and I guess I just want a crazy girl to help balance everything, help balance my life. You know, a girl to guide me to the wild side of life. Not too wild, though. I don't want to jump off any cliffs or anything. But yeah, Mabel is a fun character. You know, she reminds me of my friend. Yeah. Okay, so there you have it. Oh, another good character that I like is Seuss. You know, he's just funny. He's very funny. I relate to him, too. Least favorite character. That would have to go to Gideon. I don't like him. He's short. He has a pig nose and he has white Elvis hair. And I don't know. It's just every episode that he's in, I'm just like, whatever, man. He's just, to me, he's just not enjoyable to watch, you know. He's just dumb and short and little. I don't know. So, yeah, little Gideon is bleh. I don't like his attitude or anything, so he's my least favorite character. Favorite episodes. My favorite episodes would have to go... I have a whole list here. Just 6 of them, you know. Every episode is good, but these episodes, though, I really like. Episode 5 of Season 1, The Inconveniencing. I just like it. Everything there, the story and what happens, the plot is just fun, very fun. Ghost hunting, you know. Episode 3 of Season 1, Headhunters. It's a very cool episode with a mystery element. You know, Dipper and Mabel try to find who chopped off the head of Grunkle Stan's wax figure of himself. So, yeah, if you actually watch that episode, the ending is... It just comes out of nowhere. I mean, you kind of expect it, but not in that way. So you're like, whoa, this is cool. Episode 10 of Season 1, Fight Fighters. has a whole bunch of references that I get. Says Street Fighter and Final Fight, Donkey Kong. A whole bunch of video game references there. And I was really blown away by how they made a pixelized character, a cartoon character, within the normal hand-drawn characters. It's real mind-blowing, I should say. Yeah, mind-blowing. So, yeah, that's a very good episode. I like that. It really speaks to me. I relate to it. Well, it reminds me of good times when I played Street Fighter as a kid. Number 19. Episode 19 of Season 1, Dreamscapers. This is the first time we get introduced to Bill Cipher, the main antagonist of the series. And, yeah, it was just a fun episode. I noticed that Bill looks a bit different than he is now. He has more expression to himself. So yeah, I'll splice in a few clips so you'll know what I'm talking about. Of course, we get introduced to Zyler and Kraz. Mabel's dream boys from her movie Dream Boy High. Of course, we saw them in the second episode, as in Mabel's Little Fantasy, but, we actually get to hear them talk and hear their personalities. They're just like Bill and Ted, only a bit more dude bro, and they're based on 80s dude bro movies, like Bill and Ted. So, yeah. Another good episode that I like from Season 2, Sock Opera. That's episode 4 of Season 2. I just love it. This is the second time Bill Cipher comes in and messes with Dipper and Mabel. He possesses Dipper's body, and that just shows you that Bill is a weird guy, a weird being. A weird little nacho chip that he is. This Illuminati symbol. I'll get to the Illuminati part later, how that's a bunch of BS. Okay, so... that was awesome. I liked the songs there. It was just a very fun episode, that sock opera. Okay, and my other favorite episode, the episode that just aired, the last one, is number 19, episode 19 of Season 2, is Weirdmageddon 2, Escape from Reality. I just love it for the feels, lots of development with Dipper and Mabel and their relationship and everything. Brother and sister. Goes to show you what they went through in the past, a little bit. So, yeah, those are some fine-ass episodes that I like. Alright, but not all episodes are good in this show. I'll tell you guys my least favorite episodes. These are the episodes that I feel are kind of out of place, a little bit. Episode 6 of Season 1, Dipper versus Manliness. That is a weird-ass episode, because it just felt out of place. And the humor felt weird. It's just too... It's like... It's the episode with the most disgusting humor, even though I praise Gravity Falls for not having potty humor or toilet humor. There are no fart jokes or anything, except for Mabel's little keyboard with the sound effects. You know what I'm talking about? That one episode, the one where her pet Waddles turns all super smart. That's the only fart sound I've heard, and that's from a little keyboard. So yeah, I praise it for not having potty humor because I hate potty humor. Okay, well, but still, there are some kind of gross things that happens in this episode, Dipper vs. Manliness, and a whole bunch of aggro stuff. I don't like this aggressive man. It's just weird, man. I mean, there's no real point to this episode except for introducing the Manitors and Multi-Bear. That's it. And it does have a good moral at the end, where Grunkle Stan is like saying, "Hey, you stand up for your own beliefs." I say that's kind of manly, because Dipper wouldn't kill the Multi-Bear, because it's just plain wrong. Okay, all right. Another episode that I really don't enjoy is episode 4 of season 1. That's when we first get introduced to Gideon. Fat ass Gideon. I don't like him. Like I said before. But yeah, it just kind of blah. It's just kind of boring to me. I mean, it is funny here and there, like when Mabel bedazzles her face. But Gideon, he started out sweet, and then he just turned all creepy, and then he just wanted to kill Dipper, and I just thought that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool, dude. It just wasn't. So Gideon, you can just jump off the cliff. And then those are my 2 episodes that are my least favorite. But I've done some research, and there are some people that didn't like episode 17 of season 1, Boys Crazy, the one with the boy bands, several times. I don't get why people didn't like that. I don't know. Another episode that they didn't like was season 2, episode 9, Love God. A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like that episode because I don't like it when two people get forced to have a relationship with each other." Mabel was playing matchmaker, so she used, I should say, Cupid's a little love potion to make them fall in love with each other. But look at it this way. Both Robbie and Tambry were miserable, and, they're happy together. I mean, it's still fate, it's fate that to have Mabel mess with their chili cheese fries and sprinkle on some of that shit, It's fate. It's still fate, guys. So it counts. Robbie and Tambry were meant for each other. They just didn't know it. So there you have it. And they're happy. So if they're happy, I'm happy. If Hirsch-san is happy, I'm happy. So there you have it. Another episode that people didn't like was episode 14, The Bottomless Pit. It's, when they fall in the bottomless pit, they fall forever. So they tell each other stories. 3 stories within a story. It's one of those clip show things. Another clip show episode was season 2, episode 6, The Little Shack of Horrors. The Little Gift Shop of Horrors. Yeah, Gift Shop of Horrors. Horrors, not horrors. Another clip show thing. But I enjoyed those. It just shows you things of the character's perspective. And I loved the Clay Day little story. Because it showed, just like, in episode 10, Fight Fighters, pixel art with hand-drawn animation, this shows claymation, live-action claymation with hand-drawn animation. And it's just, it was just amazing to watch. It was cool, And, it's funny that Mabel has a fear of claymation, stop-motion stuff. And my sister, in real life, hates that. She's not afraid of it, but she hates stop-motion. It just rubs her the wrong way, it's creepy. I don't mind it. But she hates Gumby. And I get that. Gumby is a lame-ass dude anyway. So there goes my favorite episodes and least favorite. Favorite jokes. I don't want to explain my favorite jokes in this show, so I'll just show them to you. These are the jokes that made me chuckle, because I have to admit, it's very, very hard to make me laugh. Any show that makes me giggle is an accomplishment, because I'm very. When I watch an episode, even if it's from a show that I love, like Gravity Falls, I'm usually stone-faced. I enjoy some stuff, but I just smile here and there. But when I chuckle or laugh a little bit, that is a huge accomplishment for a show to do. The last show that actually did that was Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and yeah, that was one of my biggest influences, But Gravity Falls is that good of a show, believe me. So I'm going to show you some clips of the different stuff that made me chuckle, and believe it or not, they're all from Stan and Seuss. Most of them are from Stan and Sue, so here we go.
He put the old in Old West. They called him Grandpa the Kid.
I'm tired during the day.
I can relate to this.
One nightmare coming up.
Nightmare? Hope it doesn't mean that British dog man I'm always dreaming about. Oh,
Hello. Who's quack for sticking the pudding?
ah, it's everything I ever feared.
And don't stop till you've covered that sign with glitter. Glittery signs attract tourists. Also large birds.
Oh,
That's funny.
Do you know any funny little dances?
Is there anything else I can do?
No!
Okay.
I'm just glad none of us got turned into clay.
Holy Toledo! Who wants to see me change into most anything? Da-da-dee. I can walk through walls. Whoa.
We're safe now, kids. We're safe.
Smile harder. Harder. Perfect. Seuss!
Sup, Hambone?
What do you think?
Everybody, let's test our cameras out.
Ah, dude!
You see, this is exactly why you need backup cameras. We still have 16.
Bird!
15. Okay, guys, I repeat, don't lose your cameras.
Wait, lose the cameras?
Don't!
Dude, I just threw 2 away.
13. All right, we still have 13 cameras. 12. We have 12 cameras.
Hey, when there's a mystery, you can count on your sister, E.
That's an amazing rhyme. When you want some good... When you need a Seuss, you... oh, gosh, I don't know.
Yeah. Those are some funny ass jokes, man. Okay. All right. So let's go to things that I've noticed. These are some weird things that I've actually looked at and pondered at. I'm probably the only guy that thinks about this or notices it, because I'm weird like that. I'm a weird dude. If you're listening to me and think, man, this is a weird dude, you are not wrong. I'm a weird dude. But these are the things I've noticed that kind of made me wonder, hey, that's kind of funny there. All right, I remembered things. This made me laugh. In episode 5, The Inconveniencing, when Wendy showed Dipper and Mabel the roof of the Mystery Shack, and then they throw pine cones at cars and stuff. There was a moment when Mabel was looking through Wendy's little cooler in the background, and I just thought that was a very cool detail right there. And I thought it was so funny, it just shows that Mabel was a very nosy girl. Just looking. The way that she just looks inside the cooler, and then when she closes it, she just stares in the distance. I don't know what she's looking at, but it's just funny. Those are the things that made me chuckle, Also, sometimes, Mabel has that weird little smile. That when she smiles, she has those cheeks that kind of puffs out. They're like cute little chubby cheeks. It's like she has something in her mouth whenever she smiles. And sometimes, when she does that little smile, she reminds me of Bill. No, not Bill Cipher. The Bill from Schoolhouse Rock. That Bill. Because they have the same smile. They almost have the same face. Every time she smiles or does a little gesture with that smile, I think of that I'm Just a Bill song. Because she looks like Bill. Alright. Another thing that I like about the show are the facial expressions. They don't go overboard with their expressions. They don't deform the face or anything like that, like what you see in SpongeBob. The newer SpongeBob, anyway, where they just do things for shock value and all that, with their painterly close-ups, trying to get a reaction out of people. Just weird, especially with that funny face episode of SpongeBob, of the newer SpongeBob. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. It's like they're on meth or something. No, Gravity Falls, they keep it clean. They keep it tasteful, and when the characters make these expressions, they're within the style. They don't go all deformed like the other cartoon shows do. I saw a little clip of Star Force versus the Forces of Evil. No, Star versus the evil people. That show. And and then even they do these weird little facial expressions like "do it" with their very big eyes and their stupid little mouths. I know you can't. I know you guys can't see me, but they're like "do it." I'm like, God, kill it with fire, man. That's why I don't want to get into the Star Forces of Evil, because they do that shit. I'm telling you, I hate when they do that. It's all SpongeBob's fault. He started this mess. Of course, Ren and Stimpy started the whole painterly, disgusting stuff, the close-up stuff. I don't like that. God forbid that goes into my show. But still, Gravity Falls knows what to do. You know, the animators they know what to do. Also, I love the progressive writing. They get a little bit of political stuff in there. Just a little bit. Because I remember in the episode Love God, the writers originally wanted that old lady Meredith to fall in love with another old lady. You know, it's like supporting gay marriage or something like that. And that was in the original script, in the original storyboards. The Love God, or what I call him, Blonde Jack Black Cupid, he does a little love potion on Meredith, and she falls in love with the woman. Because Blonde Jack Black Cupid knows that they're meant for each other. He's a professional, so he knows that. He knows how to do that, you know. But the editors on Disney was like, gay people? No, we can't have that. No, that will ruin the children's lives. It will ruin their thought process. So, of course, they had the creators, or Alex Hirsch, had to submit to them. So they went with the next best thing, interracial marriage, or interracial relationships. So Meredith falls in love with an old black guy. So I'm like, that's good. That's good. So, yeah, progressive writing, that's awesome of the creators to have, you know. They're mostly liberals, as am I. Another thing I noticed was when Dipper looks straight at us. He doesn't look like he's looking straight at us because of his head, you know. If you see that his head, it's like not exactly perfectly aligned with us. You know what I mean? I mean, with Mabel, she looks straight at us. You can tell she's looking straight at us. Well, Dipper, you know, just weird to me. It doesn't look like he's looking straight at us, but at the same time, it's not a 3/4 view or a 3/4 turn of his face. It's more like 7/8 or something like that. It's like he's almost looking straight at us, but he's like shying away. I don't know if that's a purposeful thing that the animation directors did, but hey, it works for me. That's Dipper's straight face, I think. Now, those are things I've noticed. Those are some fun things. But there are some things that are weird that fans do. Like theories. Gravity Falls has a great mystery element to it. Every episode has a little secret code that, you know, it's awesome because fans get to interact with the shows, like figuring out what Alex has to say and everything by figuring out some stuff, trying to decode his little messages, and they're just little weird messages, but they're fun. But because Gravity Falls has a huge mystery element to it, it leads for fans to do these little theories. Okay, theories are fun and everything. Every show has a theory, like, and some of them are just batshit crazy, like the whole Rugrats. Still, you know, everything is happening in Angelica's mind or anything, or Doug, the cartoon show Doug. It's just everything happens in his imagination because he was raped by Mr. Dink or something like that. I'm like, whoa, you guys are too hardcore with this shit. Like, really? But, you know, Gravity Falls, it's more tame than that, but still, it's just crazy. Like, this one theory that I was like, okay, this is dumb, is Mabel's secret twin sister, LeBlam, LeBam, or something like that. I'm like, what the hell's this shit? I mean, how? What makes you think that Mabel has a secret twin sister? She already has a twin. It's Dipper. Okay? No, but they say, no. It's because when you see this episode, Mabel takes pictures of Waddle together, her pet pig. You know, they're all together, the two of them, but who's taking the picture? It's LeBam. You know? I'm like, no, just be quiet, you know. And they say, oh, no. Mabel, we see Mabel write with her left hand, but in some episodes she writes with her right hand. And I'm saying to myself, well, maybe she's ambidextrous. Or maybe that's just an animation error. You know? This whole theory about that's a weird theory that I don't agree with. Mabel does not have a secret twin sister named LeBam. Or a doppelganger, whatever it is. I mean, the creator himself, Alex Hirsch, debunked this, so it's wrong. You guys come up with the craziest stuff, you know. So that's one of the theories. Another theory that fans had, I mean, I don't want to spoil things, even though I gave a spoiler alert. It was crazy. When people theorized this, I was like, okay, it makes a little sense, but at the same time, I don't want to believe it. And then lo and behold, it's true. In the middle of season 2, it was true. Fans guessed right. And that led, you know, when the fans were guessing right, and a year earlier, before that episode came out, or a year and a half or something, Alex Hirsch kind of panicked, and he made a little fake little image of Old Man McGucket writing in the journals. And that made people talk. Get distracted. I'm quoting here. They get distracted. Okay, so there you have it with the theories. I think theories are weird. But we're all weird, you know. Gravity Falls is west of weird. And it's also north of north. And south of the border. So, fan art. There are a shit ton of fan art. Very good fan art that I like. And I'm going to point out to 3, count 'em, 3 different artists who made their statement with Gravity Falls stuff. They just love Gravity Falls. I just know it. Because I watched their DeviantArt, I watched their Tumblrs, and you just know that Gravity Falls changed their lives. The first girl I'm going to point out is Cherry Violets. She is a girl from Russia, an artist from Russia, and I've looked at her DeviantArt a long time ago when I first got into the show, and I noticed that she drew in a different style. But as soon as Gravity Falls hit, it influenced her, and she drew in that style, Alex Hirsch's style, or the Gravity Falls style. And she'd been drawing Gravity Falls characters for a couple years now. And she's really good at it. I mean, when you see one of her art, her fan arts, you can tell it's from her. Because, you know, she uses certain coloring and shading. And that's Cherry Violets right there. And she's from Russia. Did I mention she's from Russia? She's Russian. She speaks Russian too. But she also writes in English. So, there you have it. Yeah, Cherry Violets is a cool girl. And, yeah, she's, I read some stuff. I follow her on Tumblr. She's been writing some stuff that her heart hurts or something like that. That she's going through some physical pain. I really hope that she pulls through or something. That she's okay. So, yeah, I really hope she's okay. Because I don't want anything bad to happen to her. Another good artist is Mark Mac, or Morning Mark. He's a guy from Hong Kong. I don't know if he's from Hong Kong, but I don't know if he was born there or he just moved there for business. But he draws a whole bunch of Gravity Falls comics, fan comics, that he just, when he sees an episode, he just does a little something funny. And you can tell it's from him because he tries to draw in the style, but at the same time, there's a little bit of something that you can tell it's from him. I always joke around that, hey, that's Chinese bootleg Mabel, or Chinese bootleg Dipper, because Hong Kong, China. That's just my weird sense of humor. But yeah, I guess it's to show that his little distinctive things between him and the actual show stuff. So yeah, I guess he did that on purpose. But a lot of those things are funny. And a lot of effort goes into those comics, and I highly recommend you following Mark Mac on DeviantArt or Morning Mark on Tumblr. So that's just awesome there, boy. And last but not least, Limey404 from Tumblr and DeviantArt. I noticed her art a long time ago when she drew Hey Arnold stuff. And those were good. She drew Hey Arnold characters on point, on model. She knows how to do it. And, yeah, as soon as Gravity Falls hits, she was obsessed with that show. Obsessed with it. Every fan art she had was Gravity Falls. And then she got out of it and then went to Wreck-It Ralph stuff. But then now she's back to Gravity Falls. It really influenced her, I can tell. You can see it in her art right now. And I'm showing you right now her very first deviation of Gravity Falls. Mabel getting scared in the middle of the night. Then she wants to sleep in Dipper's bed. But I'm looking at the video. I'm looking at the picture now. And it's just funny how this one panel where Mabel is just staring right at us. I just find it funny because it's just not, to me as a comic book person, comic book author, that panel is kind of unnecessary. I mean, it's just, I don't know, she's just staring right at us as she's getting in Dipper's bed. As in, what is she thinking? It's like she's excited to be in his bed or something like that. That's just weird, man. I mean, that's your brother. I mean, she wants to sleep with his brother. That is very weird. Which leads me to my next topic that I'm going to talk about. This show has introduced me to the word ship. Or shipping. I'm not talking about a boat, and I'm not talking about shipping a package either. I'm talking about pairing two characters together as a romantic couple. And they have little cute names like Dipsifica, Dipper and Pacifica together. Can Dip, Dipper and Candy. And Wen Dip, I think, with Dipper and Wendy. But there is a pairing with Dipper and his twin sister Mabel called Pinecest. Yes, it's incest with the two characters there. And my opinion on it, man, it is weird, but I'm neutral with it. Because there are some artists out there and writers that kind of make me go, man, this is a kind of a cute story. And I'm like thinking, wait a minute, they're brother and sister. Oh, man. I don't know what to think, man. So I'm in the middle of it. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm neutral. I'm in the middle of it. I don't support incest relationships, but in this case, it's like, I don't know, they look cute together. At the same time, it's never gonna happen. I don't support it and I don't hate it. I'm just in the middle. I'm just a neutral guy, like in real life. I'm just neutral. So yeah, Pinecest is weird. There's a lot of art with it. And I'm like, man, it's so weird, but I can't look away. It's just so strange, And that leads me to another thing that I want to talk about. What is it? I mean, there's Pinecest and everything, but, I don't know. To me, personally, I like the relationship between Dipper and Pacifica, because I just find it funny that two characters that started out hating each other start to fall in love with each other. That's just cool right there. And they're not related to each other, so that's a plus. There's another good pairing another logical pairing. Dipper and Candy. They're not related, and they're within the same age. Actually, I think they're the same age, the same grade, and everything. So yeah, but like what we saw in that one episode, with the Spider Woman. Dipper, it's just, I don't know, Candy is just very uninterested. No, she was interested in first, but then now she's just uninterested. I mean, I can just imagine if they were to get married in real life, their honeymoon. I don't know. To Candy just seems like very judgmental. Like as soon as Dipper pulls down his pants, she's like, "I am so disappointed," and then Dipper just cries in the corner. I can just see that happening. That's why I ship Dipper and Pacifica together, because of the relationship right there and the situation that happens. Now, yeah. Of course, a lot of these relationship things, it leads to fans drawing some stuff, drawing some really, really weird stuff, and some tasteless stuff. I can't believe it. I've stumbled across Gravity Falls Rule 34. Most of them are badly drawn. I think they're mostly all, for shock value. But then some of them are very well detailed. They draw the characters on model, make everything all nice and neat. And as an artist, I'm like saying, hey, this is really well rendered. But as a clean guy myself, I like to keep it clean. I'm like saying, ooh, this is weird shit. You guys need some help. I mean, I draw my fair share of not safe for work stuff, but they're mostly busty women showing off their goods. I don't draw characters having hardcore sex or anything. But I do draw my stuff here and there, but they're within the tasteful line. I don't cross that line of disgusting stuff. That's just weird. People draw Bill Cipher with a dick. He doesn't have a dick. He's a triangle. He's just a being. Okay. He doesn't even have a mouth. I don't guess why. I don't get why he would kiss anybody. I mean, geez, man. Bill Cipher is just Bill Cipher. He doesn't love anybody. He doesn't feel anything. He just wants to raise hell. That's what he just wants to do. He doesn't fall in love with Dipper or anything like that. You guys are weird, man. The fan art and the fanfics are super weird. And the most weirdest fanfic I have ever listened to, I haven't read it, but I've listened to it, is Dipper Goes to Taco Bell. I mean, okay, it's weird. I've listened to it, but I don't know. I kind of find it funny. I don't know, it's very hard to offend me, because this person, whoever wrote it, I think it's a girl who wrote it, Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, it's just for shock value, but because this person, I'm guessing it's a girl, she tried so hard to make a reaction out of us, to have people get disgusted, to hate the characters, to ruin Gravity Falls for us. It just didn't affect me. I thought it was funny. In fact, I would love to read it out loud. And just have my own little audiobook of it. Because, it deals with a whole bunch of stuff that I've mentioned before, with the incest and potty humor. There's a lot of potty jokes. Literally potty jokes. Dipper is on the potty when he does the weird stuff. Okay, yeah, so that's it with the whole weird shit. So, like I said, I don't get offended easily, but at the same time, I'm a bit weirded out by it. I don't know. So we have those weird fans, but I've noticed Gravity Falls doesn't have malicious fans. At least from my experience. Because you don't see a person say, "You don't like Gravity Falls? I'm going to kill you." We're not Twilight. We're not Steven Universe. We're not, those crazy fanboys or fangirls. I'm mentioning Steven Universe because of that one time that happened. A girl drew a character her own way, a certain way. I think she drew Rose Quartz skinny, and people were sending her death threats, saying that Rose Quartz is not supposed to be skinny, and then, she almost killed herself. I know, some people are so sensitive, but this girl is so sensitive that she almost killed herself over these people, these fangirls or fanboys on the internet. And I don't see any Gravity Falls people doing that, I mean, you guys can draw all your pine cest you want, but I'm not going to say go kill yourselves, You guys are weird, but that just makes you guys unique. I say draw all the weird stuff you want. It's up to me whether or not to watch them, It's my responsibility, It's like people don't want to be responsible or something like that. I'm going to blame everybody with my own problems. So get the hell out of here. So, yeah, that's why I mentioned that. Malicious fans. But, I've been trying to find videos on YouTube saying that, oh, I hate Gravity Falls because blah. I've been trying to search YouTube for that, and I haven't seen a genuine rant on Gravity Falls, which makes this show even better, because it just goes to show you that nobody has an argument to say that they hate this show. There are people that say, oh, don't watch Gravity Falls because of the Masonic images and Illuminati images. It is the devil. It is against God. And I say, whatever, okay. It's just a cartoon show, man. Alex Hirsch is doing that stuff on purpose to get a reaction out of you anti-Illuminati nutjobs. You conspiracy theorists. You Alex Joneses. You Michael Savages. All you guys. You guys are insane if you don't like this show because of the quote-unquote Illuminati images. Okay? Okay. So, but yeah, I've looked at some other videos, like I've looked at this one video called "Why I Hate Gravity Falls." So I'm like, okay, let's hear this guy's argument. And he's like, in the beginning of the video, okay, guys, I'm gonna talk about why I hate Gravity Falls. And then, then lo and behold, ear rape. A whole bunch of ear raped came by, and you can tell this guy was trolling. He was just trying to get a reaction out of us. And that's the, not a lot of people hate this show. I have yet to hear or see somebody hate this show, genuinely hate it. And I'm like, wow, this show is really the shit. I mean, it goes to show you that we have good taste, And that leads to my last thing that I'm going to say in this one video. This video is almost an hour long. I can't believe it. Like, hot damn, man. Thoughts on the creator, Alex Hirsch. Here's a picture of him. He's handsome. He's a handsome beast. If I was a girl, I would go out with him. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So Alex Hirsch is the creator of Gravity Falls. He based Gravity Falls on his little adventures with his actual twin sister, Ariel Hirsch. And yeah, everything, or mostly everything in the show was, he got ideas for it from his own life experiences. Like summer vacations to Oregon with their grandfather. And yeah, lots of characters are based on people he actually know. Like, Grunkle Stan is based off of his grandpa Stan. And Seuss is based off of his college friend, Jesus Chambra. And they talk the same and everything, though. Yeah, Dipper is based on himself, and Mabel is based on his twin sister. So that right there is just awesome. It just makes me feel less guilty about basing some characters off of people I know in real life. So yeah, and Alex Hirsch, he's a cool dude. He's funny too. If you look at his Twitter, his posts, they're just really clever and all that. And I kind of get jealous because I wish I was that clever. Because in real life, if you were to talk to me, I'm very sincere and I'm very laid back and chill. I mean, sometimes I wish I was like him, but at the same time, I'm just happy being myself. I guess it's a nice little balance. Alex Hirsch is just funny and witty, while I'm just laid back and sincere with my words. Of course, I don't think Alex Hirsch is very rambunctious in real life. If I were to talk to him in real life, he would be super sincere with me. And yeah, with Twitter, I tried to message him on Twitter here and there. Like I told him the other day, like he listened or read, but I sent him a little tweet on Twitter saying that, hey, I had a dream with you. It involved you. It involved you and me. Okay, I had this one dream where I met Alex Hirsch in a high school prom. We were talking and stuff about our cartoon characters and all that, and we were eating fresh jalapenos together. Fresh jalapenos, not pickled jalapenos. And we were just eating out of the bowl and everything. And he had one in his hand, and I ate it right out of his hand, and he found it funny. So I told him that story via Twitter, and I haven't heard a response from him yet. He probably read it and got weirded out, which is awesome. So, yeah, there you have it. I mean, I really hope I meet him in real life in the distant future, but I don't know. I have a whole bunch of questions to ask him. Like personal questions, like, have you ever felt insecure? Or have you ever felt you're not good enough for, when going into animation or something like that? Because I just want to know if it's normal for artists to go through that, So, yeah, there you have it, Alex Hirsch. He writes I think he writes all of the episodes, except for that one episode that I don't like, Dipper vs. Manliness. That is written by this one guy. I don't know his name. I'll probably post it here. But I think that's the only episode that wasn't written by Alex Hirsch, which is why it's so bad. Or why it's my least favorite. So, yeah, you gotta respect the creator's wishes. Except for George Lucas. I think I mentioned that, right? Or was it my last take? I don't know. Okay. Another thing I'd like to mention, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Ubisoft for making Gravity Falls game for the 3DS. I had lots of fun with it. I played it. I beat it in a week. It's a short game, but I highly recommend it to people who are 3DS owners, of course. But if you're a huge fan of the show, get this game because it is canon, I think. You get to learn more of the history of some of the characters. It's like a very long interactive episode. There's no voice acting or anything, but we know how the characters sound like. What else? Like I said, it's short. I think it is a short game, but it's fun. Oh, and it's a good game for casual gamers. You can be the worst gamer in the world and still enjoy this game because it's so much fun and not at all challenging. And because it's rated E for everyone. It's meant for like 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds to play. So don't expect Call of Duty or anything or Uncharted because it's not. So yeah, it's a very good game. I love it. I highly recommend it if you're a big fan of Gravity Falls. So I think that's it. That's all I want to say, right? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Everything in my notes covered. Good. Everything is A-okay. So I want to talk to you guys about something. Later, maybe next month, I'll be releasing my predictions for the very last episode, Weirdmageddon 3. So, yeah, if you like this video, if you like this video, please click the like button. Comment on what you like about Gravity Falls. Like, what's your favorite episode, and what's your favorite character, or who's your favorite character, and discuss some theories that you like and don't like, and junk like that. And if you're interested in my stuff, I'd be I'd be truly grateful if you subscribe to my channel, or if you check out my website, jeffandtaylorcomic.com. You know, it's a very fun comic series. I'm gonna go as far to say, if you like Gravity Falls, you'll love Jeff and Taylor. You know. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So my next Gravity Falls related thing, I'm gonna be talking about that episode, that final episode, my little predictions of it, and then after that, after the final episode airs, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on the final episode too. So there we have it. I'm into this show. This is a good show, and I highly recommend it to you guys. Hey, I didn't really spoil any big things here, so hey, you can watch it. Watch this show and you'll enjoy it. I promise. If you don't, I'll jump myself off a cliff and I'll die, and it'll be great, you know. So, like I said, I'm an artist too, so I have my own little fan arts. And at the end of every JFM Studios video, I show a little tiny slideshow of my art. But since this is a special video, I'm going to show a little slideshow of all my Gravity Falls fan art. And speaking of fan art, you can check my last video of a speed paint of Dipper and Mabel with superpowers. They're superpowers from the video game. And it's one of my best fan arts I've ever done. I've put a lot of care into it. Okay, so here we go. Here's all my Gravity Falls fan art. And don't be disturbed by the song. It's just my little theme song backwards. I mean, we're all Gravity Falls fans here. You know, we know a thing or two about backward messages, you know. We should be used to it. So, okay, there we have it. That's all I have to say about Gravity Falls. It's a great show and everything. And I just love it. I love the characters, the art style and everything. And it's a big influence right now. Okay, so there you have it. JFM out, and I will see you next time. And enjoy my art. Alright guys, goodbye, and thank you for watching or listening to this video. Goodbye guys.
Yeah,